Assalamualaikum and good day to all of you. In this video, I will explain about example 2. So, the question asks you to use long division method to get the inverse Z transform. Given the expression of Z transform is Z cubed minus 10Z squared minus 4Z plus 4 divided by 2Z squared minus 2Z minus 4, and the ROC given is Z less than 1. We know that the numerator polynomial degree is greater than the denominator, so we need to perform long division method. Okay, we have 3 steps here. The first step is you need to convert xz into ratio of polynomial in z minus 1. How to do this? Okay, you need to factorize the higher polynomial degree here, z cubed, from numerator, and 2z squared, higher polynomial degree at the denominator, and then you need to factorize the z cubed over 2z squared. Okay, so what left in this bracket? So when you put outside the z cubed, here it will be 1 minus 10z to the power of negative 1 minus 4z to the power of negative 2 plus 4z to the power of negative 3. When you multiply again, you will get the same answer like this. Same goes to the denominator. 2z squared, when you put outside, you factorize the 2z squared. The denominator here is 1 minus z to the power of negative 1 minus 2z to the power of negative 2. Okay, so next step is you need to remove z squared here, only left z over 2. So we assume that in this bracket is wz, because xz is include z over 2, but we need to perform long division method. Okay, we left the z over 2 at the moment. Now we need to perform long division method for wz only. Just left z over 2. Later we will multiply again with the wz. Step 2 is you need to use long division to reduce order of numerator polynomial. Okay, so how to do the long division method? Okay, you know that this numerator is inside here, divided by at the denominator, negative 2z minus 2 minus z to the power of negative 1 plus 1. So, how do we get negative 2z to the power of negative 1? When you multiply negative 2z to the power of negative 2, multiply with negative 2z to the power of negative 1, you will get this answer. And because we want to remove the first term here, so every terms you need to multiply with this, you will get this one. 1 multiply with negative 2z negative 1, you will get this one. And here is the remaining equation. Okay, negative 2z negative 2, you must multiply with 3 to get negative 6z negative 2, because we want to eliminate the first term here. Okay, and then the other terms you need to multiply by 3, you get negative 3z negative 1. 1 multiplied by 3, you get 3. And then minus the whole thing. And the remaining is negative 5z negative 1 minus 2. And then how we want to arrange this long division method, the answer is like this. This is the final answer. Negative 2z negative 1 plus 3, negative 2z negative 1 plus 3 plus negative 5, this one, negative 5z negative 1 minus 2 over 1 minus z to the power of negative 1 minus 2z to the power of negative 2. Okay, you get this answer after you did the long division method for wz only. This is for wz only. Okay. Okay, so this is for wz. You need to factorize the denominator here. Okay, the denominator here. Now we want to solve. We already solved this one. Next, you need to perform the partial fraction only for this part. Okay, you need to perform partial fraction method. Okay, so we left these terms here. At the end, we will add on again with the answer of this partial fraction. Now, after you factorize the denominator, you can use partial fraction method. A over 1 plus z to the power of negative 1 plus b over 1 minus 2z to the power of negative 1. And then solve the equation to get a and b like previous example. You need to do cross multiplication. And then rearrange, follow the coefficient here, z negative 1, and then compare negative 2a plus b equal to negative 5. Negative 2a plus b equal to negative 5. A plus b equal to negative 2. So you have two equations here. Just use your calculator to solve this problem. So you will get a equal to 1 and b equal to negative 3. Substitute again a and b into this equation, and you will get like this. 1 over 1 plus z to the power of negative 1 minus 3 over 1 minus 2z negative 1. Okay, and then combine with the previous wz. This is the wz that you got from previous solution, and then combine, add with the partial fraction. Okay, you will get like this. Negative 2z minus 1 plus 3 plus 1 over 1 plus z to the power of negative 1 minus 3 over 1 minus 2z negative 1. And the ROC is z, determinant of z less than 1. So this is, okay, remember this is wz. You need to solve for xz. Xz is 1 over 2z wz. Where do we get 1 over 2z? It's from the previous, at the step 1. Okay, refer to step 1. You already have here xz equal to z over 2. This is z over 2. Okay. Okay, this is z over 2. Wz is come from here, wz. You already solved the wz expression here. And then you need to refer to time shifting property. Time shifting property. Okay. Step 3. Okay. Find the inverse z transform for each term. Okay, find the inverse z transform for each term. So you have, okay, first we do for wz first to get wn, and then how to get wn? Okay. Okay, we solve for WZ. WZ is here. The expression is here. Negative 2Z minus 1. Refer to the table of transform pairs. Negative 2Z minus 1, you will get negative 2 impulse n minus 1. Okay. 3 is 3 times impulse n. Impulse n actually is 1. If you refer to Z transform pairs table. Okay, for these terms, you will get like this. Minus 1 to the power of n, u negative n negative 1. And the last terms here, you will get 3, 2 to the power of n, u negative n negative 1. Okay. Okay, so now we need to solve for xn. Because the question asks you to solve for xn. Refer to time shifting property. Xn equal to 1 over 2 Wn plus 1. Please refer to time shifting property table. Okay, so when WZ multiply with another Z outside the equation, you need to use this method, Wn plus 1. Okay. So what do we need to do? Okay. 1 over 2 multiply with Wn plus 1. This is Wn. The question asks you, the solution needs Wn plus 1. So 1 over 2, I write here 1 over 2. In another bracket, I put the first term. Okay, and n here, I change it to n plus 1. So if you see here, n here, I change it to n plus 1. Because the solutions want you to change to n plus 1. And change to n plus 1. So, the 3 plus 1 over 2 in bracket 3 here. 3 delta impulse n plus 1. Okay. And the third terms, minus 1 over 2, come from here, over 2, bracket, negative 1, and change to n plus 1, u, negative, n plus 1, change it, minus 1. Minus 1 is come from here. And the last term is plus 1 over 2. 1 over 2 comes from here. Multiply in this bracket. 3. Here 3. 2 to the power of n plus 1. And you need to change to n plus 1. U negative n plus 1 minus 1. Okay, so after I rearrange the equation here, I will get the answer like this. Okay, this is, you can cancel it out. Okay, you will get negative delta n, negative impulse n, because plus 1 minus 1, you can cancel it. Okay, plus 1 over 2, 3 over 2 here. Okay, 3 over 2. Delta n plus 1, impulse n plus 1, minus 1 over 2, negative 1, n plus 1, u, negative n minus 2. This is negative n minus 2. If you solve it, you will get negative n minus 2. Okay, next. The last one is 3. You put outside here 3 over 2, 2 to the power of n plus 1. You, okay, solve this one. In this bracket, you will get negative n minus 2. Okay, this is the last answer. Okay, that's all. Thank you.